All right, we are officially live today, and we are going to be talking about going from 0 subscribers to 1,900 plus, actually. And we're going to break it down. And is that possible to happen within 30 days? Well, the answer is yes. And I'm going to share with you an example of what that looks like and what it takes to actually make a good effort to have the potential for this to happen. And I think that's the thing, Scotty, that I really want to highlight here. And going through this, there are some steps. I've got everything kind of laid out here. But it's really like, how do you deal with the muck? How do you deal with the ups and the downs and just staying consistent when you're feeling like that? And this one example we're going to share, Scotty, you know the example. But that video almost was not even created. And then I'll share the story here shortly, but ended up doing it. And if I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have had 1,900 subscribers, right? And all of the views that came with it. So yeah, I think it's the hard thing for a lot of people is like, how do you stay consistent when life happens? You know, life becomes life, right? You got things you got to do. You got responsibilities you got to do. But then how do you stick with it also if things don't seem to be working? I think that's the thing, right? I think we all would be excited to create content every single day if we knew that we were reaching the people that we wanted to reach. But the minute that it's like, oh my gosh, like we're not getting the views, or, oh, we're not getting the subscribers, it seems like a waste of time. Now, I'm not saying that you're just going to keep going just to keep going. You have to have a strategy behind it. And that's what we're going to be kind of talking through here today. So Scott, is there anything there you wanted to tee up before we officially like kick this thing off?
Yeah, actually, this is something we didn't even talk about. This is brand new, but I just came across this as I'm on our live stream. Something that can boost some engagement right now. We're going to test out. I can throw a poll up right now. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to throw a poll up of what's your current subscriber count? I just want you to click on which one. I'm going to start it now. We can actually see it kind of come in, see how it is. And I want you to know, are you under 100, between 100 to 500, 500 to 1,000, or 1,000 plus? Like, where are you at currently right now? I see someone just weighed in that they're under 100. Okay, so good. It's working. So yeah, put in there, as this is going, your poll of what, where you're currently at, because we also kind of want to see, where you guys are struggling and what part you're at right now in this journey. And
where are you putting that poll in?
It is in our comments on the live feed on YouTube.
Okay, so it's on YouTube itself. It's not through StreamYard. Okay.
No. So
you can't see it in StreamYard. You have to see it on the actual live stream inside of YouTube.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So that's cool. So yeah, so go ahead and put that in there. Let us know where you're at. Okay, so let's just do it. Let's get into it. So, okay, like I said, dealing with the muck. All right. Meaning like, it's like, we got to keep going here when there's ups and downs or when life is life. We get that, right? But I want to share with you a YouTube video that I almost didn't record, and it would have been a massive mistake and really a big regret of mine. So I'm going to go back to last November, because that's when the video was recorded, which it just happened to fall that way today when I wanted to share this.
Yeah.
So it was last November. And our goal back then, and even right now, honestly, is to post 3 videos a week at a minimum. Okay. So it's like, we're going to go live on Monday. Wednesday, we're going to post a video, and Friday, we're going to post a video. Now, if there's something in between, if there's something we want to create, we can. There's nothing saying we can't. But for a lot of people, it's even hard to post 3 videos a week. Let us know that also in the comments. How frequently are you posting videos? And I guess another side question there would be, how consistent are you with that? Okay, so just let us know that in the comments, and that way there we can kind of see where everyone's at, okay, and where maybe you struggle. But let me just kind of go through the story here, and I'm gonna pull this up real quick though. So this is the video that I'm talking about right here, And if you look at it, 136,300 views, 7,000 watch time hours, and 3,700 subscribers. Okay. But let me just do this real quick while we're here and we're doing this as we're doing this live. If I can get over to my other screen, there we go. I want to go here and I'm going to go into custom and I'm going to go, it was the 12th, November 12th, 2024. And I'm going to go here to December 12th. So that's 30 days. Oh, I didn't want to go there. I want to go to 24. I'm sorry.
Nope. It started you on the wrong one.
It started me on the wrong one. So let's go back here. We want to go, it was the 12th we said, and then we want to go here to December 12th. Okay. So there we go. 31 days it is. Let's go back one day then. Let's go. Let's see. Well, the 11th I can't do, I don't think. Yeah, I can. So let's go ahead. That's 32 days. Let's go here now and let's make it so it's an accurate representation. Okay. So there we are. Okay. So it was 1,800. So I did the dates wrong. Let me go back here because the date that it was the 12th. And then we're going to go to the 12th would be 31 days. We're going to go to the 11th. Let's see where we fall there. Yeah, there you go. So 67,400 views, 3,400 watch time hours, and 1,900 subscribers came in from a video that I almost did not record. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why I almost didn't record that video. All right. And here's the reason. Okay. To get real with you. Okay. Because I want to get real. I know, Scotty, we're all about being transparent.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about. Right. So that week that I was supposed to post a video, I was running behind. Okay. Whatever life was happening. We had someone here at the house doing some work. It was noisy. Normally I record in here. I didn't, my lav mic might not have been charged, like all of the things. Right. But now I'm in a crunch, but in my head, I'm like, we've agreed to each other to post 3 videos a week. And I'm not the type that's just going to be like, screw it. We'll do another one next week, or we'll just skip it. Right. So I'm like, okay, I got to do it. Even if it's not my best stuff, I'm going to do it. Right. So the first thing I did was I opened up my notes app, and in my notes app, I've got a whole list of title ideas. Okay. That's number one. That would be I think the tip that I would want you guys to walk away with today is you want to make sure you have like a catalog of a list of titles that you've already kind of done some research on. You've got them, like the topics, maybe a trending thing. You've got that stuff already kind of figured out. That way, when you're ready to record a video, you don't have to sit there and go, oh, I wonder what I can record it on, right? You want to have something already done. Okay. So that's the first thing. And what we do is we have, everything kind of like in our notes app, in mine, and he has his own, and then we'll kind of sometimes trade, but we also are following a hook formula. All right. And if you guys have not downloaded our hooks, we have 10 title hooks, and what they are is it's kind of like a framework that we've used that have worked on other videos that we've shot. And we just can mix and match it. We can turn them into templates. We've given those away now to thousands of people. If you'd like a copy of that, just comment hooks down below, hooks in the comments, and we'll send you a copy of that. And it's 10 titles, but these titles allow me to be able to just quickly go, okay, I can do one on that. So I'll just scan it and I'll go, okay, what title, that title, I can do that very quickly because I know the content. And that's the other thing. If you're educating people on something that you have done before, or your expertise or whatever, you're probably going to be able to do it. If I asked you a question, you'd probably be able to answer it. And that's all that we're doing here. So that's number one. Like I had that. So I opened up my app and I go, okay, that's what I want. The other thing I did in that video is I grabbed my little handy dandy little whiteboard. I grabbed that and I headed outside and I went out into my car. And the reason why I went to my car was no one's there. The lighting's good and the sound will be good because it's encapsulated. There's no echo. So I didn't even need to use my lav mic. All right. Now, the next thing I did was I hit record on my cell phone, on my iPhone. I just set it up there on the dashboard. I hit record and away I went. Done. Okay. Then from there, went back in the house. I did a little light edit on it. Very simple, like cut the front, cut the back, and then just went ahead and put our, maybe where we told people about a lead magnet that we were offering, like a free resource. And then I uploaded it and then I walked away. And I go, okay, I don't know how good it's going to do, but it's done. Okay. No, I didn't overthink it. I didn't think like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a viral hit. It's not going to be. I just thought I fulfilled my promise to upload on that day at that time. And that was it. And I walked away. Okay. So the thing here I want you to really walk away with, though, is like, you're going to have life get in the way, but to be consistent, that just means that you have another attempt. Right? If you and I went into a store and we bought one lottery ticket, but you bought 20, you're going to have 20 more chances, right?
Yep.
So it's like, we have to look at it like that. Every time we put up a video, it's another chance for us to hit the algorithm and for someone to find it, and then for someone to watch it, and then for it to take off. Okay. Every single time. So 30 days later, let me go back over here now. 30 days later, 67,400 views, 3,400 watch time hours, and 1,900 subscribers. So this one video could have almost got me to monetization if I wasn't already monetized. I'm 600 watch time hours short. But let's do this real quick, just for fun. Let's go in here. Let's go to custom. And then let's go, okay, the 12th is the start date. And we're going to go, okay, let's go January 12th now. That's 62 days after it was published. Bingo. There you go. 5,900 watch time hours, 3,200 subscribers, and 117,000 views.
Yep.
Okay. So that right there was a video I almost did not record. And then here we are. Right. So can you get to 1,000 subscribers in 30 days? Yeah, you can. Okay. Can you get to monetization in 30 days? Yes. And you could get there maybe just by that much. And then maybe the next month you got to let it go a week or two and you might get there that way.
Yep.
Okay. Or you might have a couple videos that are kind of helping each other that can, one might get 500 subscribers. The other one might get 600. And then you might get, 1,200 watch time hours on one, and you might get 3,000 on the other. Okay. That's going to help each other. But here's the big takeaway. And I got three things. Okay. Is number one, we made a commitment, and we're generally doing things in 30-day sprints. That's what we call them. Okay. And so what we do is we say, okay, in the 30-day period, what are we committing to? Well, Scotty and I are committing to 12 videos minimum. Okay. 12 videos minimum. Nothing fancy. Okay. And some are going to hit, some are not. And more are probably not going to hit than the ones that do. But that's okay. We're playing the odds, right? We're playing the numbers. But we're not just going to post. We are going to be strategic about it. And that's where those titles come in, is we're always going to start with the title and the topics and even some trending stuff. Again, if you want that swipe file of those title hooks, just comment hooks down below and we'll send it to you. The second thing is we need to stick to it no matter what. No matter what. Now, if you struggle to get videos created, then I would encourage you, there's going to be a link in the description for what we call our 1 hour content magic. Okay. And that's our workshop where we walked you through how I can show up here for 1 hour a week, and I can create up to 3 to 4 videos. And if you only want to post one video a week, that's that would be your month's worth of content in 1 hour. Or you can do that once a week like we do, and you can do a live stream that counts as a video, and then you can do 2 other ones that come out of the live stream. And if you want to see how we do that, if you want to see how we edit it, Scotty actually has a whole script that he uses for an AI tool inside of Descript. It's called Underlord, but that's all in there. In the description, you'll see a link there to 1 hour content magic. And that's how we do that. But that's the second thing. Stick to it no matter what, and at least do it for 30 days. Okay. Look at it like a sprint. Okay. And then the third is, once we're done with that sprint, now we got to go back and look at the analytics from the past 30 days. And we got to look at, okay, what landed? What didn't land? What landed better than something else? Can we build off of that? Can we get some new direction for the next 30 days? All right. Now, there is something else that we're going to be doing here. Depending on when you're watching this, we're going to be doing what we're calling our 1K subscriber sprint. This is where we are going to be doing a workshop. It's going to be about 90 minutes, and we're going to walk through how we plan, how we research, how we are, coming up with not just the ideas, but the strategy and how we are doing our own 1K subscriber sprint every single month. Okay. So we're not like huge fans of like, oh, just build up your YouTube channel to get more subscribers. That's not what we're about. We are about getting, more of the right subscribers. So that way there you have more people that are interested in what you have to offer, whether that's the next video, whether that's a community post, whether that's a lead magnet, a free resource that you give away, or people that are interested in your services if you have a business. Okay. So all of that is what we're going to be working on. If you're interested in that, we're going to also leave a link in the description for that. And it's what we're calling our 1K subscriber sprint. That means we are going to be showing you what we do, but then you can model it. And you know what? That could be the time that you get a video that pops and you get 1,000 subscribers. It could be, so that's what we're going to be doing. If you want to join us, the link will be in the description for that. Check it out. But that's what I really wanted to share with you as far as like, how can we get to 1,000+ subscribers? Well, I just shared with you how we've done it. And this is just one video. We've got several that have done that in just one video. But the other cool thing is like, once you post more than just one video a month or something like that, you increase the odds. And now you might have one video, like I said, that's going to help get that momentum. And then you got another video that'll get some momentum, and then another one that'll get some momentum. And then all of a sudden you've got this flywheel happening where you're going to get your 1,000 subscribers if that's what you struggle with. All right. So if you guys have any questions on that, drop them in the comments as well. But I know that for a lot of people, getting to 1,000 subscribers or their next 1,000 subscribers is a challenge. It's a grind. And what we want to do is help you get through that. And the fastest way that we have found to do that is to, number one, post consistently, commit to doing a 30-day sprint, post 3 to 4 videos minimum. Okay. I say 4 to 6, let's call it. And then from there, also studying and doing the research for your niche and coming up with good titles and hooks. Okay. That would be it. That's what I would focus on. All right, Scotty, is there anything I missed or left out?
No, I think you nailed it on the head right there. I mean, with all this, guys, like, yes, we all wanted to get to monetization. Now we do talk about too, that's not the only way to generate, revenue on YouTube. I mean, talking from experience on this channel and what he's done in the past 17 plus years, generating multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses using YouTube, and on the back end, majority of that money does not come from AdSense. So yes, it is definitely a goal to get monetized. I will not tell you to not get monetized. Like, that's definitely the goal. Sure. Right. And if YouTube's going to pay you, even if it's only $50, I'll take an extra $50 just for posting my video. So yes, we do want to go towards that. But also know it's not the end all be all, right? Like, yes, it's cool to have subscribers and stuff, but it's a different time. It used to be subscribers means you're going to get a little bit more reach. It doesn't mean that really anymore. I mean, we have a channel with over 100,000 subscribers. We can put a video out that's totally doesn't have to do with, something that channel's known for. And it'll probably only get maybe a couple hundred views from 100,000 subscribers. So subscribers doesn't mean everything. But I will say though, if you're going to create videos and this is something that you are intending to have some sort of business, or maybe you just want to make an extra $50 to $100, then yeah, I mean, try to go for monetization. And the best ways is what, he just covered. And I think the biggest thing we're noticing right now too is being able to show your true authentic self, and being able to share that, because we're in a time now where AI is starting to get very big. And people want more real than AI now. And we're starting to notice that. And Dad, I don't know if I mentioned this to you. Funny thing about that. So there used to be an old app. Now there's a little side note, but there used to be an old app called Vine, which there were 6-second clips, short form. It actually started pretty much short form content, blew up. I don't know what ended up happening, but it either got bought out or whatever. Then turned into Musical.ly, which ended up ultimately being TikTok. Well, Vine is, completely gone. You can't get it anymore. Right. However, I don't know if it's the same creator or someone else, is currently starting up an app, and this is just very interesting. And I wonder if YouTube will have a side of this. Is why I'm bringing this up.
Mhm.
This guy is creating an app. It's already in beta right now, to a certain amount of wait list, or a certain amount of people on a wait list. That it's called Divine. So it's not Vine, it's Divine, and the content on there only allows authentic content with no AI at all.
I heard of something that I didn't hear that one,
Yeah,
but I've
it's
heard.
called Divine, and a
Yep.
lot of people. I was looking at like comments of what people were thinking, and what their thoughts were on it, and everyone was like, "I can't wait for. I hope this like goes big, whatever, because like I just want that." So the reason I'm bringing that up, I'm not saying go to this app, but what I'm saying is people want the authentic. They're kind of sick of the AI right now, because right now you're getting to a point where AI is really good to where it's hard to tell what's real and what's not. And you want to know that it's real. Plus, a lot of times it's with AI, I notice it's just very polished and it lacks the human error that we want. We want human error, right? Like that's what makes it real. So, and again, I bring that up to more say that people, yes, with AI, they like doing it because it makes things easier in a sense, but people are still craving that authenticity, and it just proved itself right there where they're literally making an app around that. So I'm curious too in the future if YouTube is going to have any sort of guidelines that will change, which I think they will. Because my guess is this. And I'm going to say this now. Hey, maybe I'll be the first to say it. This is November 24th, 2025. I think YouTube's going to eventually have almost a whole nother, kind of like, how they have shorts. They're going to have a whole nother thing that's just for AI.
I know.
I feel it coming because a lot of people, well, not even just people, YouTube has even noticed. And do you remember when they stopped the whole, like, they're not, letting AI content getting like monetized anymore or anything like that, like that whole thing. Even them showing early signs of that shows it's hard for them to kind of navigate AI right now. And so I'm guessing they don't want to fully get rid of it, but they're going to do something to where you can tell what's real and what's not. Because that's the biggest thing when it comes to people coming on the platform is they want the real information. They don't want this fake information. So just something to think about, consider. I know that was a little side note, but I was thinking about that today, and I meant to talk to you about that. But it's very interesting that people still want, which is good, people still want that authentic content, and not super polished, not super edited. That's why we noticed this year an uptick in smaller channels, because they were literally just taking their phone out and recording walking. You've probably seen a lot of the walking talk videos, us included, where we were in that, right? Because we noticed that was so different than everyone else, because everyone was so highly edited and highly polished, and not even AI, but just highly polished. And it just is different. And now, because there's so much AI, being different is going back to what it was before, which was just kind of raw, authentic content. So something to think about too when you're creating content going forward for your channel.
Yeah. And I know that Sora 2, like that's the big one right now.
That one is insane. It looks so real.
But here's what I was hearing the other day, and I was listening to an interview, and it was like, and I think it was, I forget who it was now, but what they were saying was this, is like, as a creator, it's fun, right? It's like a video game. So it's like for you, the creator. So let's say you go on, Scotty goes on, you put your face and you could do the whole recognition thing, right? And then you're like, I want to be Superman flying through flames or whatever, right? And you get this really cool thing. You show it to me and I'm like, it's cool, right? But you're like, but look at it, man. It's me. I'm in there. And you got the more satisfaction than I did, right? So now in Sora, I guess you can just scroll all these different AI like scenes, right? That people have created. But what they were saying was like, you do that for a little bit, but it's not you, it's someone else. And you're like, cool. All right, I'm out of here. But if you go to let's just say if you were scrolling shorts and it's just like someone that you followed or whatever, and they had a cool tip, you're going to watch more of that because you're interested in the outcome, not just, oh, that's cool that they did that with AI. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, and what they were saying was like, if you play video games, you can probably relate to this. Like you're in the game, but for you to sit there and just watch someone, yeah, there's people doing it, but you're more interested in seeing you in the game.
Yeah, or just me playing it. Yeah,
exactly. So you get the satisfaction.
That would be it. Okay. It's funny now. Again, we're totally going on a side quest right here, but I'm okay. We're here for it. One thing that just made me think of, which would be very interesting, because you know how you said like people scrolling, but it's other people, or they're watching other videos, whatever, right? What if there was like an app, which again, we can talk like this because a lot of this isn't far-fetched. Like this stuff could happen with AI. But what if there was an app, right, that literally you can create any of your AI scenes, whatever, right? However, when you log into the app, it is every content turns into you in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're seeing yourself. So like, think about that, right? Like you just said, instead of it, even though you posted it and it was created for you, because I signed in with my face or whatever, everything I see is me.
Right.
That would be very interesting because then I feel like people like seeing themselves.
It would, but still at that though, if you're doing this to build an audience, that's more self-gratification more than it is to serve the audience. The audience is all about them. If you're not making your content about the audience, you ain't gonna have an audience.
Yeah. And I think with AI right now, and this is what we're trying to, I guess, figure out is like the right balance of what people want and also what makes it easier for them, right? Mm-hmm. Without it being over the top.
Right.
Because we notice the over the top content that is either edited or it's following a script or any of that, it's too much, right? Like people don't like it because it's not as real, right? So it's like I guess we're just trying to figure that out too. And that also goes with like the apps you use, the tools, even in chat, the different prompts and this and that. Like there's a lot that to still unravel, which we're still even trying to figure out ourselves, so that way we can help more people. Like again, we were able to create our own some different wizards that we created that is literally taking our framework and our playbooks and all of that, right, and putting that in there. And it's just insane how now it's like you can create all this stuff, and again, you can use it as an asset, as a tool. And I think we need to go back to the fact of remember that this is a tool. Any of this stuff, use it as a tool, not as it's going to do everything for you, because that's where we mess up. I feel
I think the tool angle is the angle that we're taking. I'm not going to have it replace the authenticity. I think authenticity, being authentic, is going to be the new in 2026. I really do. Because now all of a sudden, like you said, you don't know what's real and what's not. Right. So to me, especially, I mean, if it's a cooking video and all you want is the recipe and you're watching someone's hands, yeah, it's a voiceover and that's fine. Right. And if you had AI to do that, it's probably going to be okay. But you might follow someone that's someone that cooks and you really like that person and you like their personality, then there's a little bit of a different blend there. Right. So you just have to think to yourself, like, for me, I'm looking at AI as a way to help us be more creative, to be more productive, and to make us better. Yeah. Not necessarily replace us as like we have to show up and actually talk. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I'm looking at. But anyway, we're getting off on a little bit of a tangent here. We got to get going here. Yeah. All right. So let's get into the next one. If you guys are just joining us and you're wondering what are you guys talking about? What do you mean? What's next? We do this every single week. So we're here Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern time. We do at least 2 topics, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. But in today's, we're going to be doing a second topic. And this one here is why 95% of small YouTubers never grow and how to be the 5%. So that's going to be the one that we're going to be doing today. Now, I did want to say, oh, wait a minute. That was the wrong one. That's the one we're doing next week.
You can do that one, whichever one you want to do.
No, I want to do the other one. That's going to be next week. I'm sorry, guys.
Let's explain this to them real quick that we're live. So
it's actually an AI test. So yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. That's why I was trying to kind of weave it in. So So guys, I shot a video last week, I think last week or a week and a half ago, on pretty much Chat GPT versus Grok, right? Grok is, through Tesla or whatever.
Mhm.
And so we wanted to test the two, which we're currently doing, and you guys are going to see it right here. We asked them for pretty much help us grow our channel, give us titles that is going to spark the algorithm to get us more reach, so that way we're hitting our ideal audience, and we're going to compare the two. So what I did is I shot that on the video. You can watch it. And in the video, it gave me 3 titles from ChatGPT, and then I got 3 titles from Grok. And so what we did was we took the best one from each one, and we're going to shoot a video on each one, and then we're going to put it out there. We're not going to say anything in the title about this is from AI or anything, nothing like that, right? It's probably going to be in 2 weeks. We're going to do, I'm going to shoot a video on comparing what the results were. Did ChatGPT do a better job picking the title? Did Grok? Did it even matter? Like all of that, right? And both of these said this was the best chance. And actually, I don't know if you watching the video, Dad, Grok told me, which is very interesting, because I said, what's the chance of this going viral or going microviral, right? And it said that, say, oh, we can't, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it gave me a percentage, which I was very interested in why it did that. But it says it gave me the best chance, and it says it gives me a 30% chance of it going viral. But it's interesting that it came up with 30%.
Yeah, I think it's guessing, but yeah,
it is. But that's actually kind of high, like 30%. I would take that.
Well, we'll report back on it.
So we'll see. The one you were doing, what's the one you're doing?
I'm gonna do this one here. This one was from Grok.
Okay.
How Grok. Small channels get monetized in 30 days without going viral.
There you go.
All right. Perfect. So I've got it all ready to go. I am going to share my screen. So Scotty, in the edits, I'm going to be basically slowing down because I'm going to be sharing my screen. And I'm going to be popping back. And so you're going to want to put that. You're going to probably want to go off camera.
Yep. I'm there right now.
And then that way there, I will just slow down and I'll just put that in there and it'll be easy for you to cut.
Yep.
All right. Because I am going to share my screen. All right. So here we go. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. So how small channels can get monetized in 30 days without going viral is what I'm going to share with you here today. And here's the crazy thing. Without highly edited videos, without fancy gear, and without taking hours to record. And I'm going to show you a couple of examples. And then what we're going to do is we're going to break down the formula. So this way here, you can model it. You can replicate it. So the first example is this one right here. Okay. Now this was a very, very basic video. All right. And it got 46,500 views, 3,200 watch time hours, 1,300 subscribers. And well, I was monetized at that time, so it made $411. But the key here is if you weren't monetized, this would have gotten us our 1,000 subscribers. It would have gotten us to 3,200 watch time hours. And again, this was just in a 30-day window. Okay. That's the first example that I wanted to share with you. The second one is this one right here. And this one, very same time frame though. Like we did this one, like if you look here down at the bottom, it's October 30th. This was November 30th. If I go back, let me go back here real quick. October 25th, November 25th. See? So it was basically in the same week. So these two videos, this one right here and this one right here, that would have gotten us well over our 1,000 subscribers. And then combined between the 2,800 watch time hours, it would have gotten us to monetization from two videos posted in the same week. All right. So that's what can happen. All right. That's why I wanted to kind of break that down and share that with you. But now what I want to do is I want to cover what is that formula. All right. So let's break it down. So the very first thing, there's 4 things that I'm going to be covering here. The very first thing is focusing on popular topics or trending ones in your niche. So if we go back here, let me just go back to that screen now. And we'll look at this one right here. Okay, so right now, this video that we posted was turn on this YouTube feature, and I believe it was to increase views. Okay, that's what it was. Now we know in our space here of YouTube growth, people want more views, and they also want a simple way to get more views. So what I did was I broke down a setting that if you turn it on, it will increase your chances. Okay. And that's what I did. And again, back to what I had said, not very much editing here. It was shot in my kitchen. I used a whiteboard with a dry eraser marker. And that was it. Okay. So it was not highly edited. It wasn't like totally professional, but it gave a great tip and people liked it. And that's why they ended up subscribing. But the other thing is, another thing to point out is I am also focusing on a specific niche. And I know that that is what's always popular in that niche is getting views. So again, capitalizing on the name YouTube, what do they want? Views. And there's something simple that we can do. And that was that simple tip that I broke down. So that's that one right there. But while we're here, let me just go ahead and I'll go back to this one now. And this one here was why new YouTuber DoDash's success is risky. And so this was someone that was trending at the time, DoDash, and she popped off. And my thing was, because I had been doing this now for years, as I said, I'm happy for her, but I also am scared for her because sometimes you think all of a sudden, like you're just going to keep getting this traffic and you're going to keep getting this money. And then, and this is what I didn't want to happen, was for her to go on out and start telling people like, yes, you can do this too. All you need to do is get some videos to pop and you'll get monetized and then you'll be making $6,000 a month forever. And that's not the case. So that is someone that was trending at the time. So we went ahead and we spoke about it, but also it was still related to YouTube growth. Okay. And there you go. Okay. There's the results. So once again, let's go back to here. And so the second thing that I wanted to talk about here with this winning formula is create a title that hooks the viewer with a result and curiosity. Okay. Result and curiosity. So if you need help with this, we know a lot of people struggle with this. We actually put together 10 of our top outlier titles. These have the formula baked right in, and we also turned those into templates so you can mix and match them. And we also give a variety of different examples using different niches. If you want that, just comment hooks down below. Once again, just comment hooks down below and we'll send you that swipe file. Like I said, it's 10 of our top outlier hook titles. All right. So definitely make sure that you grab that and try them out. See what happens. All right. The third is create a thumbnail that grabs attention. Create a thumbnail that grabs attention. Now, I don't mean it has to be a Mr. Beast type thumbnail, but it has to show up. It has to stand out. And one way to stand out, if we go over to the other examples here that I was just sharing with you, like this one right here, I have a picture of me, a little bit surprised, a little bit not shocked, but a little bit concerned. And it says she's at risk. And the risk is highlighted in red. So it makes it stand out. And then there's a picture of her. And then you can see the number there of the money. So that gets your attention. If you're looking at YouTube growth and you saw this video, this thumbnail, it would get your attention. Okay. Let's look at the other one real quick. Let me go back over here. And then this one, turn this on, arrow pointing to a board with a bunch of different things on it, right? And you're like, okay, turn what on? Because the title says turn on this YouTube feature to increase views. So again, turn this on is behind red, or red is behind the actual turn this on. And then there's an arrow pointing. So it draws your attention in and you want to kind of say, okay, what is that? So curiosity. Okay. That's what we've done here with these thumbnails. So that's why it's really, really important to add those elements to your thumbnails. And then the fourth, and this is probably one of the most important because it's not going to matter if you just do it once, it's probably not going to work, you got to keep doing it. And that's staying consistent. Keep posting. All right. Keep posting. Like I said, though, it starts with a great hook. And that is where most creators struggle. Like I said, now, if that is you, yes, I offered you the free resource, but if you would like to see me break down those 10 titles and give you even more examples, I shot a video right here that walks you through all 10, and it gives you even more ideas on how you can adapt these to your niche. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there. And cut. There you go.
There you go. Awesome. And then that'll be you guys will see that being posted on Wednesday. So you'll be able to see the cleaned up version of, if you want to see kind of how I edited that, so that way everything is, smooth and seamless. Let's go back real quick too and just explain that too. So with that, polishing it up and editing, I'm telling you, we aren't an affiliate yet. I probably should just get an affiliate link for them.
Probably.
But Descript is what I use for my editing. Just recently, probably over the summer, I started getting into Descript, and by far it is a game changer. Like I edit in probably I'm gonna say 15 minutes on average, 15 to 20 minutes, an entire video, where I used to spend like 4 hours plus. So it's insane. And in the 1 hour content magic that we talked about, where you can create what we just did today, which is create multiple pieces of content from one live stream in 60 minutes, and then have that for the week. So that way you're not having that burnout. You're not having to be on the hamster wheel of every day. You got to shoot a video or anything. Inside of that, I did do a breakdown of using Descript, how I edit everything. I even gave you the prompts that I use, because again, talking back to AI, in Descript, they have what they call Underlord, which is their AI, which you can literally give it a prompt, so that way you can get your jump cuts, you can get scenes to pop up, you can get everything. And I use that all in Descript. So again, that's all in that hour content hack. Or content magic hack. You can literally see everything that I did step by step, and then also you get everything else as well that we just did today, and we do every Monday, which we call our recording day. So that's in the description if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, so that's it. His job's done right now. So right now when we get off of this, I'll probably edit it either tonight or tomorrow. I'll get it posted with a thumbnail for Wednesday morning, and that's our week right there. And that's only one. We can do multiple, which we're kind of starting to play with some other things right now, trying to get the ball back rolling again, and taking you guys along the journey with us. I mean, we're full transparency and stuff. We've noticed a decline in some views and stuff, but hey, we're not going to stop, because we know it's going to come back, right? So now is the time to keep working, keep figuring it out. And right now it sucks. And trust me, we have been through the ups and the downs. So we have been to where when we started the channel, we were only getting 10 views at the end of the day, maybe the week, 100 impressions in a day, maybe. And we've been as high as we were getting 3,000 views an hour on one video. I mean, we've been all over the place.
We've been on the roller coaster before.
We've been on the roller coaster, and this is just one of those dips, but we're going to be coming back stronger than ever. And that doesn't necessarily mean we need to go viral and get all these crazy views. Our goal, and again, here's our transparency, right? Our goal is just 1,000 views a video. That's all we want to do. We want to average 1,000 views a video. Sure, it'd be nice to have a couple that popped. Like last week, we had one that we took again from our live stream that got over 8,000 views, and it just came straight from this, right? So those are great, obviously, because that helps the channel, helps you get more reach and stuff. But we're just trying to figure it out. Now, we do credit a little bit of our decline in two things. One, definitely an algorithm shift. Two, our kind of fault in a sense, but it was more we were testing things, but pivoting, right? We pivoted our channel a little bit. Definitely saw a little bit of a decline because we started hitting different part of the audience. A lot of our audience didn't relate with that as much, so they didn't want to be a part of that. But it's okay. We know we're going to bounce back from it. And so we are always on the analytics all the time. We're going back and forth. So it's like, it is always a process, but you just got to trust it and you got to stick with it. And the outcome's going to feel so much better once you get there. So yeah, little motivation to end our little Monday live stream.
Yeah.
And greetings to everyone. I see that's
Yep.
someone said that twice. Greetings. Hello. How are we doing?
Yeah. And then I mean, it's a holiday week. So, I know some people are like, well, I'm going to take the week off. That's totally fine.
We'll have a video on Wednesday. We'll have a video on Friday.
Yeah, we're already pre-planned. If we're gonna not be around to be able to post videos, we're probably going to schedule them. We're probably going to do them in advance. We're probably going to batch record. But with that being said, we're going to be consistent. And actually, there's a little test that I'm going to be doing here. I just literally today was shooting a different style of video, and we're going to test this. And we're also doing it because it's for us. We're trying to look at things that are fun for us to do, right? If we can find ways to make it fun, then we're not like just like, oh, it's just based off of the views. It's like, how can we have fun doing it? And how can we give value still? And how can we connect with our audience? And some of these videos that we're doing now, I think will, but they also do have a broader appeal. So we'll see. But I'm just trying to embrace having fun with it. Yeah. And then, and who knows what happens, but just having fun. So anyway, if you guys are celebrating Thanksgiving, I know some of you that are in other countries are not, and that's totally fine. We are. So we'll be having some turkey, and I think we're going to have some brisket this year, some smoked brisket. And so, we're excited about that, but we will be posting content. And so that's it. That's going to wrap it up, guys. Keep with it. One thing I want to leave you with is just stay consistent and keep taking action. All right, guys. So that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, take care, take action. Have an awesome, amazing day. We'll see you soon.